Some of you gardeners have reached out to me and asked me, Elder, what type of soil do you use for your vegetables and such? Well, let me share something with you. This is a simple brute garbage can, okay? And you can pick these up from Lowe's or Home Depot. And if I'm correct, this is a 45 gallon. Now, if you come closer here, you'll see I've taken a quarter of an inch drill bit and I drilled holes throughout this entire side of this garbage can. Now, typically, I would drill holes in here also to allow for more air. I'll show you my secondary garbage can. So if you come over here, you can look in here, and this is where I put all of my scraps, all of my food scraps and such. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one right now. But before I do that, I want you to notice the consistency of my compost. And you see the worms that are in here, such as right here. Okay, now, what I use for a carbon source is unlike what others use. Some people use cardboard, shredded paper, brown leaves, and things of that sort. I tend to use pine pellets. You can get 25 pounds of pine pellets in a bag for $6 at Tractor Supply. And I've been using that for the past 2 years. And when I come out with my food scraps, as you see here, okay, paper towels, the toilet paper holders, well, the cardboard, you see there's avocado peels, everything, with the exception of animal products that shouldn't go in here. I simply dump it all in here. And you can see the old bananas. And of course, you really shouldn't have old bananas. You should have just banana peels. Sometimes I forget that I bought too many bananas, and I'll make sure I check myself next time. But every time I add a bucket of scraps to here, food scraps, I add a bucket of pine pellets. Sometimes half a bucket depending, because the pine pellets will expand. And then I get in here like so with this wonderful tool here. You see this tool is made by Yard Butler. It has these sort of wings on the end that go up and down. So come in close and I'll show you how I mix this in. I simply dig it down and it pulls up. And every other week I come out here and this is how I turn my compost, just like such. And that's done. I then take my hose here, my watering hose, and I water it in. Not a lot of water, but enough to keep the compost moist. But that's it. Let me go and show you my first compost. Now on this composter, you'll notice I have holes that are drilled into the top of the bucket. I also have a dripper emitter right here, and I'm going to turn that on. Okay, and I turned it off recently because it gets a lot of water anytime the automatic dripper system goes on. Now, what I'm going to do is take this to the side. You can come over here and look at this. And if you look in here, you'll see all of this wonderful, rich compost. Just beautiful with worms and everything. It's time to water this in, but it's simple. You don't need a huge compost bin. You can take 45 gallon heavy duty brute garbage can and build your composter right here. And you get your earthworms from here too when you need to place them inside your containers. Until next time, I hope this helps some of you. Shalom.